Also developing this hour, searching for a serial killer. These 7 people are dead. They were each murdered by a gunman. As of right now, they all appear to be random victims of a serial shooter. Along with those 7 murder victims, 2 others were also shot, but they survived. And the big break in the case, this is a sketch of the guy police are looking for. A witness sat down with a sketch artist and described the person they saw pulled the trigger. So they released the sketch yesterday, and they're hoping that somebody out there recognizes this suspect. And there are new developments. Police have linked 4 more crimes to this gunman, and it all started back in March. So take a look at this. There are 8 different shootings, and it shows when and where they happened. The red boxes show the newest shootings linked to the case. The black boxes were the original ones. And while police continue their search for the guy in the sketch, victims' families think that there could be more than one gunman.
Common sense tell you, if you put 14 bullets in one person, 12 in another one, 8 in another one, that ain't one person.
Some good questions this morning. So how did police connect the dots to expand the investigation into the serial killer case in Maryvale?
Javier is outside the Phoenix Police Department. He's got the very latest. Javi.
We can't hear you, Javier.
The shootings in this serial killer case, but also, they've upped the reward to $30,000. Now, that's very important because somebody out there knows someone who is doing this, and they need to get paid. We're talking $30,000 here. We want to bring in Sergeant Jonathan Howard with the Phoenix Police Department. And although the investigation has expanded beyond this 2-mile radius, this can prove some challenges as well.
Absolutely. Anytime we add a variable, we were talking about a 2-square-mile area of the city. We're now up to about 50 square miles or more. So we want all of our residents to practice the same vigilance, to have the same healthy level of awareness, and report suspicious activity in their neighborhoods.
What should they be looking out for, not only at night when typically these shootings have occurred, but just day-to-day activity where somebody could say, hey, that might be the person?
So right now, this is our #1 priority. We have dozens of officers and investigators assigned. We'll follow up on any tip. And you often hear us talking about report suspicious activity. Right now, we want you to report unfamiliar activity. That would mean somebody that's unfamiliar in your neighborhood or an unfamiliar vehicle in your neighborhood. Even something as small as that, give us a call and give us an opportunity to come out and check it out.
It's important to note in expanding this search and connecting these dots, there is some evidence that connects them all.
Absolutely. So we had our 4 incidents we came out with a few weeks ago. Since then, we've gone back right now through January 1st and looked for other related incidents. And that's when we were able to come up with 4 additional incidents that we believe are related.
Could it expand beyond January 1st?
Absolutely. So right now, again, we came out with these 4 because we want our residents to know what's going on in their neighborhoods. And it expanded our search area. We need people in other parts of Phoenix to be on the lookout. But we'll go back and we'll continue into 2015 and back as far as we need to go, as well as start expanding the type of crime search we're looking at.
How did you get the information leading to this sketch, and what more can you tell us about this suspect?
So one of the first things that we did is we recontacted all of these people from the prior incidents, and we found somebody that saw the shooter and was able to give us that composite sketch. And we're confident in that sketch applies to that incident, but I don't want to lock people in 100% because it could be somebody different in one of these other incidents. Or it's just that one. So we need to keep an open mind. If you recognize that person, whether they appear white to you or Hispanic or whatever, call the police department.
Do we know anything about that suspect's vehicle?
Vehicle description has changed. So we've heard everything from a white sedan to a dark sedan. So again, it's a car, but cars are very easy to exchange. So that's why any unfamiliar activity or vehicle, please give us a call.
Just to clear up some of the buzz, because I know there's a lot of buzz on social media, especially that this is connected to the I-10 shooter case. You guys have looked into that evidence. You're in contact with DPS. It doesn't appear that.
It doesn't. So obviously right now we're looking at all of our searches, all of our crimes, and there may be more related that have yet to be discovered, but we're working with all of our Valley agency. DPS is part of our task force now, so we're in conjunction. There's no reason to believe that at this point.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, this is of utmost importance here in the Valley to get that serial killer behind bars this morning. And again, I reiterate this, $30,000. That is now the reward up for grabs, leading to an arrest in this case. Guys, back to you.
Hopefully that'll help, Javi. Thank you for that. Download our 3TV News app. We will send you alerts as we learn any new information about the search for this serial killer. Once again, the sketch of this guy. You'll find a map of the shootings, details on the individual crime scenes, and a direct link to call Silent Witness if you have any tips for police.